It is 4:27 a.m. on a Saturday. If I look tired, that's because I am, but I have an early flight. I am going on my first solo trip. One may ask, why are you going on a solo trip? Because I can. On a serious note, I've said it before, but I now work remotely permanently. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do that was so that I can do things like this. Like, I'm going for 4 days, but I'm not taking any days off. So it's not like a vacation. It's just a chance to like explore and see a different city. Did I say what city I'm going to? It's DC. If I haven't said that yet, I'm going to DC. Like I said, I'm a bit tired. So why DC? I picked DC for a couple of reasons. Since this is a solo trip, I'm paying for everything. And DC has a lot of free things to do. All the monuments, museums, all that is free. And then also DC has a subway system so that I don't have to get a car or rely on like Uber or Lyft. So that's why I picked DC. The only thing I'll just admit that I'm a little scared about is just safety. You do things in your hometown by yourself, but for some reason you don't see it as like dangerous, but then you go out of town and you're like, you're gonna go to a store by yourself? Like, what if something happens to you? I think that's just fear talking. All right, we are ready to go. This is my big, thick winter coat. I'm supposed to be going for the Cherry Blossom Festival in DC, which is a spring event, but I checked the weather and it's gonna be cold while I'm there. So I am prepared as I can be, I guess. We're off. So I decided to drive myself to the airport because I had to be here so early. I wasn't sure if I could get an Uber this early, but it cost about $15 a day to park. So I think it came out to around $48 with taxes. The view from the airport, it was very busy. That was a lot. Parking is hard at the airport. Learned that. Should have got here a little bit earlier. So now I've got to like rush. There was a huge line. I do not have pre-SA T-check or what is it called? TSA pre-check. I messed that all up. But anyway, I don't have that. So it took me a while to get through the airport, but I did end up making it on time and able to catch my flight. So just arrived in DC. It is 7:30. I have 2 hours before my brunch reservation, so I don't know how long it'll actually take me to get to the hotel and put my bags there and then get to the brunch, but I feel like it won't take 2 hours. It feels very different to like just, oh, I'm by myself, like no one's picking me up. I probably shouldn't say out loud that I'm by myself. So my flight cost me $147.20. And then I utilized a lot of lifts over the trip, but I have no idea how much I even spent on that. I actually had a gift card from my realtor. She gave me $500 and I was using that on this trip for Lyft and Uber and food. A lot of food, as you'll see in a second. This is my hotel. I stayed in the Moxie downtown. It is very like minimalistic and trendy and like just cool. Like, it's a really cool hotel, and I would love to stay at another Moxie. They have Moxies all over the country. The world, maybe? I don't know. But definitely the country, and I would love to see other Moxies. So after I had my bags placed at the hotel, I couldn't check in until like 3, so I just left my bags there. I then went and got brunch, and this is a place called the Pembroke. It is a part of a different hotel, but it's like a restaurant attached to the hotel. I got some type of French toast thing and a little bit of fruit and some scrambled egg whites. It was absolutely delicious. And a mimosa. I've become a huge mimosa person, so I tend to get them any chance that I can when I go to brunch. That sounds like I have a problem. I don't have a problem with them. I just appreciate a good one. After brunch, I went and I was walking around and I saw this bookstore called Kramers, and they actually have a restaurant in there, so I could have eaten brunch inside, but I didn't. I just went and window shopped in their bookstore, which was really nice. So this is a little clip of me riding their metro. That's the DuPont, I don't know how you say that, sorry. DuPont Circle Station. So Metro, I got a 7-day unlimited pass for $58. I wasn't there 7 days, so I didn't really need to do that, but it was the best option that I could think of at the time. And I took that to go see the National Mall. So this was during the Cherry Blossom Festival, so a lot of people were out. They have like a kite session, so a lot of people were flying kites that day. And then of course the beautiful cherry blossoms. And coming up, there's going to be like this music section. So these were like not street performers. These are like adult volunteers who have a group and they like practice on the weekends, and they did a performance this day. After that, I went to Planet Word, which was really close to my hotel, like within walking distance. And this is free, but they do accept donations of $15 to go towards their like events and things. But if you don't want to donate, it's completely free. And it is like a really cool museum with a lot of interactive exhibits of like words. So if you're someone who likes to read or you just love languages in general, like this is a place for you to just go and nerd out. This was like a really cool thing that they did. It was like the history of words and where they originated and how they're connected. It was really, really cool. I had this one part where like you could take a book and then place it down like I'm doing and then open it, and then it would like explain the book to you and have like these graphics or visuals that went with the book. It was really cool. And again, it was free. After that, I went to the Spy Museum, which was not free. It was $30 to get in. It was another thing that was cool, but honestly, by this point, I was so tired and so hungry, and you need to spend like at least 2 hours in here. And after like 40 minutes, I kind of just walked around and walked out basically, because I didn't have the energy to go through it anymore. So keep that in mind. It will take a couple hours to really go through everything if you go to this museum. But it's cool because it's like you go in and you have your own individual case and you're solving the case as you go through each exhibit. And your mystery is different than everyone else's. So now let me take you to my beautiful hotel. The room was so beautiful. At the time, this was like the nicest hotel I'd ever been in. I was really high up. I think there was one more floor above me, but it was so beautiful, the views. So the room costs $818.44. I didn't pay that full amount. My job has traveling perks, and I used $500 of that to reduce the price of the hotel. So I only paid like $318 for this for 3 nights, which is a really good deal. This is the gym area. I didn't use it while I was on the trip, but I was still impressed with how nice it was inside. Look at that view. Oh, it was beautiful. So now let's go to some food. So this was a place called The Smith. It's not that far from the hotel. I don't know how much money I spent on food. Again, like I said earlier, I had a gift card of $500, and by the time I left, that gift card was completely used up. I spared no expense. I got whatever I wanted to. As you can see, that I love oysters, and you will see multiple oysters on this trip. So this is the next day. I think this is Sunday, and I was just walking around some very expensive stores that they have, but they had these balloons up. Yeah. So this is also the Smith, but I went back again for breakfast this time. So I went there twice. And look at that, there's pancakes and with, I don't even know what's on top. I can't remember, but it was delicious. And yes, again, another mimosa. So after brunch, I went, I think this is the this is near the MLK Memorial, and I think that's the Jefferson Memorial that you just saw. So yeah, you walk around the basin. I think that's it, the basin. And then that's the MLK Memorial. And then I walked a little ways to the Lincoln Memorial. And I saw one other museum, which was free, called the Futures Museum. I didn't realize that they closed so early, so I was only there for 40 minutes. So that's why that clip is so short. And then I went and got more oysters at a place called Old Ebbitt Grill, which was really good. I just got oysters and some fries. And y'all, this place is called Unconventional Diner. I'm pretty sure this is that place. Yeah, this is Unconventional Diner. It was amazing. I went there twice. Look at this. That is some chicken and waffle combination, but elevated to a whole new level. It was delicious. This place is called King Street Oyster Bar. Again, I like oysters, so I found multiple places to get oysters. that's pretty much it. So that was my trip. I just ate and looked at museums and went sightseeing, but it was amazing. I'm back. I'm really tired though. I had so much fun. I'm just really tired. I did a solo trip. I did everything by myself. Booked the flight, found the hotel, got my transportation there and back, figured out transportation while I was there, found events or like fun things to do, found food, and I did it all safely. Nothing happened. I think that we get worried, like in your mind, like, oh, it's a solo trip, like anything could happen. And while that's true, like anything can happen in your hometown too, unfortunately. You know, you should make smart decisions while you're at home too, like not walking down dark alleyways and stuff by yourself. See, now I'm walking through this parking garage, but I'm not actually looking at y'all. I'm like looking around to make sure no one's around. So yeah, don't let fear stop you from doing something that you've always wanted to do. I said that I wanted to go to DC. I said I wanted to see the cherry blossoms. That's literally the only reason why I went. And then I did other stuff, but that was my initial reason for going. And I did it, and it was fun, and nothing happened. Or nothing bad happened. There's my car, and nothing happened to her. She's still sitting where I left her. Okay, I made it. Bye.